Unlike any other form of psychotherapy, primal therapy is focused on producing a specific phenomenon Janov called primal. In primal, you experience for the first time the feeling that was produced by some life circumstances, from your fetus period, time around your birth, childhood to adult life, but was never experienced fully and consciously. Along with feeling the feeling, you at the same time feel the unfulfilled need beneath the feeling. Once the phenomenon is produced in cooperation with the patient, both the therapist and the patient better not interfere with it, but only observe how it unfolds from the beginning to the end. Primal is a psychoneurological sequence with the beginning, the middle part, and the end. Of course, this phenomenon has countless variations, not only among different patients, but even during one single patient's psychotherapeutic experience. Some primals last for a few minutes, some for half an hour, and some for a few hours. The deeper the wound, the primal lasts longer. Another characteristic of the phenomenon is that it can be continued in some of the next sessions. When the experience is interrupted for some reason, or the patient's organism becomes exhausted, it shuts the pain off for that day and can continue next time. Also, primals can look different for the outside observer and feel different for the patient himself or herself. It can be loud or silent, dramatic or non-dramatic, full of anger, full of sadness, or full of fear. Sometimes patients say some words, and sometimes they make unarticulate sounds. So primals can differ in the form a lot, but what is the same in every primal is that it is triggered during the session. It has an involuntary quality. It lasts for some time, and patients are experiencing a painful but resolving feeling, and at the same time they experience the need beneath the feeling. Janov actually discovered that it is possible for a human being, not for animals, my opinion, to go back in their personal history and revisit or relive the event of or memory and experience for the first time feeling that was produced then, but never fully and consciously experienced. In primal, the experience of a repressed feeling is total. That is, you are completely back in time so that you experience the memory and the feeling as it is happening now. Now let us concentrate on the need part of a primal. In an original traumatic situation, we as children might have been aware for a second of the feeling that was produced at that moment, but we are never aware of our unfulfilled need beneath the feeling. For example, we may have cried for some time when our parents left us to stay with our grandparents because they went on a holiday. But we never thought they should not go and leave me here because I'm small and I need to be around them. Rather, the child may think that he or she is not so important to his or her parents. Let's take another example. Throughout her childhood, a girl may have had many situations with her mother when she would criticize her daughter for different reasons, pointing out to her imperfections, mistakes, wrongdoings, etc. The girl may have sometimes cried for not being a good daughter and for feeling not meeting her mother's expectations. But in therapy, feeling the same bad feelings about herself will not be helpful. She could cry a sea of tears, re-experiencing the same bad feeling about her not being a good daughter. But that would not be healing. She, as a patient, must be helped to see beyond what she thinks happened in her relationship with her mother. In therapy, she should become aware of her need to be praised, encouraged, and supported by her mother in childhood, often enough to develop a predominantly good feeling about herself and cry for not having a loving and supporting mother. And now, $1 million question. How can a patient know and picture for herself what she is crying for if she has been unaware of her need all the time since childhood? Is it enough if her therapist helps her with, what did you need at that moment? Even if she read a book that children need to be loved and praised by their parents and not criticized all the time, would it be enough for her to imagine her unfulfilled need? Really, how can people cry about their unfulfilled childhood emotional needs if they never knew about them? That is, they were unaware of them up to the moment they come to the therapy. How can a man cry for not having a gentle father if he never had the experience of a gentle father? Maybe he saw it in the movies or everyday life, watching some fathers being gentle with their sons. Maybe he read about it in Janov's books. Yes, you can watch and read about other fathers and sons having a gentle relationship. But these movies, real-life scenes, books, and songs are not telling you anything about your father, yourself, and your unique unfulfilled need regarding your father. We read in books that a female patient becomes upset while talking about her cold relationship with her mother. And the therapist says, tell her what you have always wanted from her. And the patient starts her primal shouting, Mama, please talk to me, listen to me, show me some warmth. I'm your child, love me. Okay, it is often healing and resolving, but where does it all come from? How on earth a classic primal patient suddenly knows what she needed from her mom and decades before that she didn't. Yes, reading books helps, movies help, theatrical plays help, songs help, and watching other people relate to each other help us have insights into what we needed from our parents as kids. But there is also an inner, inborn, expected experience that is activated as soon as we come close enough to our true feelings and memories. At first, with help from our therapist, we expose ourselves to our painful memories and feelings, both of us trying to recognize, articulate, and hit the right memory, the right context, and the right feeling. But then there is a moment when our brain and body takes over and start a psychoneurological sequence of feeling the pain and experiencing what we needed as kids but never got. When we finally recognize and feel our unfulfilled childhood needs, an unbelievable healing process is taking over, putting many parts of our inner world in the right place, connecting different parts of our experience and bringing a huge relief to us. Psychotherapy, including deep feeling therapies like primal therapy or emotional therapy, takes time. It is often chaotic, not going the desired direction, and struggling with very strong defenses and resistance. But all of us who considered Art Janov as our teacher feel that he has given us a good map. We help patients or clients recognize and feel their up so far unrecognized feelings and needs, and slowly, systematically resolve their neurosis.